Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, October, I think the 7th or 8th. Early morning, got the work off today, so I'm going out for one of my cold exposure runs, which I do for my health. I have Parkinson's, so my hand shakes, and sometimes I struggle to walk or function. So this is something I started last year primarily. I went out between December and February every day in the morning. It's about 5:30 in the morning, so it's about the coldest point in the day. Today's not too bad. It's about 50 out right now. And so if you have any health issues, suffering from Parkinson's, fatigue, mental issues, I would say it would stimulate and do anything and help any condition that you may have. But what I do is I run and walk in the cold for as little as 15 minutes to an hour and a half, couple hours every day, especially once I get off work. Right now I'm not off work, so I'm just doing this on my days off. So tomorrow's going to be about 30, 35 degrees here in Ohio. Today, right now, it's about 50. We just had a cold front come through, and it was almost 80 yesterday. So just wanted to share my routine with you. So outside, going to grab the dog, and we're going to go out for a run for however far I can go, a half hour to an hour or something, an hour and a half maybe this morning. So I just wanted to make a quick video. So I started this really because of my Parkinson's, because last year, I think I've already mentioned this in one of the other videos, but I had gathered my family around. It got so bad because I would just walk, could barely walk at times, and I would go outside for a hike, which I love to do and always been very physically fit. And I would just lay down in the woods because I couldn't hardly breathe or make it up the hill. My legs just wouldn't work. So I gathered the family together last fall. Said, my dream's to go to the Philippines and live there and, and see something new before I go. And so anyhow, that same time period, I'd started doing this. So the very first day I did it, where I could barely walk here in Spring Valley. We have some really big hills and fairly steep, and I could barely walk up them and would sometimes have to stop due to the Parkinson's. And then I went to the very first day I was able to run part of the way up them, and within 7 days I was running completely to the top of the hills again, which there's one of them I've never been able to run. It's so steep and so it's just almost impossible to run, and you're just out of breath and stuff. So I had actually made it during the course of the 30 to 60 days I was running last winter. So you can walk or run. I highly recommend it on doing this. The coldest temperature I was out in last year was 5 degrees. And if you get really cold and you can't make it, then you just, shorten them up. I think I was out 15, 20 minutes that day, but it takes about 15, 20 minutes to get acclimated to it. But really any condition, 25, 35 degrees, once I get acclimated to it, feels balmy. I think I could go out for 2, 3, 4, 5 hours out in the weather, and I really don't feel it too much typically. Now, the reason I'm shaking, or you see me shaking, it's a little chilly, but it's mainly my Parkinson's. Like I said, it's on the left side, so you see my hands shake and stuff. I'm self-conscious about it, so I put it in my pocket a lot, try to hide it. But I just wanted to share this with you and document this. And so I call it cold weather running, cold weather exposure. And there's quite a few other people doing different things, ice baths and stuff. This is just my form because I just can't stand to sit still, so I'm more active. So I just incorporate my running. So just a show you I'm not in pants. This is my shorts, and I got my Speed Cross 6s on, so I'm also doing some reviews and testing on the Solomon Speed Cross 6s, so I got them on this morning, the GTXs, so I've got a couple 100 miles on them already. But I just wanted to give you a shout out and let you know about what my findings are and what I found. So I'm may think I'm crazy or some old man. I'm 60, so but I'm still trying to go at it despite my age and Parkinson's and stuff. So this I would recommend this for anybody that's sports minded, that wants to feel better mentally, physically. There's something about it, it's hard for me to describe. I'm not a scientist or something, but it just turns the body, your immune system, or activates something primordial in you, and you're able to withstand the cold and do things that you wouldn't normally do. So I think it's quite interesting, and I'm going to take you on the journey as I go throughout the next winter here, and our dream is to get to the Philippines, and we may be going come January. That's the game plan at the moment, so the channel will change flavor and scenery a bit, but right now I'm stuck in Ohio, and it's about a 15 to 20 mile an hour breeze and 50 degrees, and temperatures are dropping and falling into coming down from the north, so it feels quite chilly here. I'm kind of behind the pole barn here in my backyard, so but I'm gonna grab the dog and then take off for my run this morning. So I'll hopefully this will help somebody. There's my, I don't know if you can see him, my Speed Cross 6s. So, and yep, got my shorts on. I don't wear a hat, I don't wear gloves. I just wear a pair of shorts, and I go out all winter long. I've been out in rain, 35, 40 degrees with rain, running. Of course, them type of days when it's raining, I don't run as long, usually half hour to an hour. And I've been out in the snow, like I said, not 5 minus, but 5 degrees, and I think it was below zero, 8 below wind chill that day. So that's the extremes that I've been out in so far. So kind of like the postman, rain, snow, wind, doesn't much matter, but I always come home feeling good, and it's turned my life around physically from the Parkinson's, and I think it's given me a little extension on things. So I've always been a person that pushes the envelope and tries to keep going. So appreciate all the new subscribers and everything. So hopefully this doesn't make anybody think I'm a nut, which so, but I wanted to share this with you. So I'm out for my run. That's it, my time for today. So I'll probably won't share every day, but I'll give you updates 2 or 3 days a week or something, at least once. So thanks for watching. You guys have a great morning, and give this a try. Get out and get in the cold, and see what you think, and let me know in the comments what your successes, or what you're thinking of it, or what's happened with you in your life, or other things that you might be doing as well. Maybe you have some other stuff. I eat a lot of garlic. I'm very health conscious and try to do a lot of different things, but the cold has been the most dramatic thing that I've done. I've used CBD oil, really minimum, hardly noticeable anything with that. A lot of stuff's really you try it and maybe there's some results or something. This is the first thing I tried. It was, I would call it dramatic results. So I highly suggest you try some form of this. It's picked up my mental state, my mood. There's times last year after a couple months of doing this that I stopped shaking for a few minutes at a time, which I almost never do. I'm always shaking. Now I can kind of stop it. If I really think about it and look at it, I can hold it still for a little bit. But usually when I'm just not thinking about it and I'm talking and my whole left side goes numb, my arm feels like it's always kind of bent. I don't know how noticeable it is, but it's always very stiff and a lack of feeling. And it kind of goes down the left side of my body primarily, but there's days, many days where it goes into the rest of it. Both legs go get cramps and go numb, and have problems. Every problem you can have with your body shutting down, I've got them and have them. So, but this is something I've found that works for me and is working. I don't know if it's going to ever like cure it per se, but it definitely makes it much better. So. All right, that's my time for today. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk at you later. We'll shoot you out a few more videos this weekend of some of the adventures Rosie's over, and we're going out on a bike ride and a hike and things like that. So have a great weekend. Thanks for watching.